Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Aditya, and in this particular video I have come with a bang, you can say. So in this particular video we'll be learning like how to use zoom in and zoom out icon in Tableau, like how we can zoom in the particular visual and how we can zoom out that particular visual if we want to do in a particular dashboard. So sound interesting, right? So it was first of all like when I was also trying to build my first like this dynamic zooming, so I also learned a lot and it like fascinated me, like it is so cool that we can do in Tableau now. So before deep diving into the video, so let me just make sure like this is not, I'm not going to go into the analysis in this particular part. We are just going to learn like how this feature work and what is the end use you can do in your particular project. So you can see like these are the four visualization that I have prepared. So this is the Apple dataset, like which shows like the greenhouse emission, like how carbon product and product cycle like is leading to the emissions in the environment that is like dangerous, and the carbon mission is to like reduce the emission to net zero by 2030. So this is that particular dataset that is telling. So what I've done is I've done four analysis. So the first one is like category wise emission, like how the corporate emission and how the product life cycle emission like are there, what is the average amount of the emission is being cost over years. The second thing is like the second visualization shows like what are the different iPhone they're launching, so what is the carbon footprint that is leaving to the environment that can be harmful, right? So the third thing is the revenue, like how Apple is making profit compared to previous year, and what is the compound annual growth rate that has been shown here. So the third and the fourth one is the product wise carbon footprint, brief details you can see. And let me just go on to the dashboard now. So you can see like the zoom in and zoom out icons. So if the user want to deep dive into category wise emission, so you can just click on this plus icon, so you can see in a full screen like we can see this particular visualization. So how cool is that, right? So we want to see the particular point, so it will be like a more feasible way of doing so. Like if I want to see carbon footprint only, so you can do so. If I want to see only revenue part, so I can see the individual year by year growth rate. I can also hover over this, but like it is giving me the full space in the dashboard to see that with the help of zoom in and zoom out icon. So how cool is that, right? So this is what we are going to build in this particular video. So I hope you are excited by now. So, and if you are new to this channel and you haven't known me, so you'll be getting to know me if you are watching my channel from a regular period of time. And if you love watching my videos, so do give it a like icon, do give it a like button, sorry, and also subscribe to my channel as it helped me a lot. So see you in the video. So let's get started. So these are the four visualization that we have created already. So now what we're going to do is now the first thing is like we need to create like four calculation. So basically what I want to show is like in my dashboard I want to show like the four containers, like here left, right, and left and right, and it depends on top and bottom. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get like four calculation here. So that is like, let me just get one calculation that is like top left. So this I'll be showing on the top left corner, so that's why I'm just giving it a string top left, apply, okay, then duplicate it, and the same thing we are going to do with the three things, top right, apply, okay, and just get basically in the position. So just delete this right down. Just doing right. Okay. So now what you're going to do is now we are going to give this in detail, like where we are showing a visualization. So I want to show this category wise image and I'll be showing in the top left corner. So before doing that, what I can do is I can just click on this, all the calculations that I've calculated, control click, and I can just add into my folder that I've already created, dynamic zone. So that you can, if you have not created a folder, you can just click on this icon and you can, if you have not created a folder, so what you can do is you can just click on this description, so it will show folder. Here you will be showing a create folder option, so you can use that if you have not created a folder yet, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw it on the particular visualization which I want to show. So this is my top left, so top left should go on detail, perfect. Second one is top right, perfect. Then comes bottom left, I'll be showing this visualization, and bottom right I'll be showing this visualization. Okay, so now basic thing is done, right? So now what I'm going to do is now I want to create one parameter that will decide like which zone I'm selecting, whether it is top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. So let me just delete it. I have already created, just delete this. So in order to create a calculation parameter, so in this particular data set, like we don't have this top left, top right, bottom left, because it is like user defined, right? So in that case, what we can do is we can just go to our Excel and we can just open a blank workbook, and we can just create like the zoom 3 4 5. So like the English tablet give more animation interaction, yeah, doing same what perfect. So what you can do is you can just control C either this, or you can connect it to Tableau. So after control C, just click on control V, so this will be connected. So now with the help of this zone calculation, you can create a parameter and let it be string, then all. Just I'm giving the option sorted to top first and bottom after that, so I'm just manually doing that. Click on OK. Perfect. So now what I can do is I can just show my parameter. So you can see my top left, top right, all the parameter it is showing, right? But it is not changing the visualization because like we have not wired it up. So if you have been following me from a long period of time, so you might be knowing like after creating a parameter, what we have to do is we have to create a calculation that will wire this parameter to work, right? And if you're not following, that's also okay. Now you are seeing this video, and this video if have pop up in your video screen, so do give it a thumbs up if you are liking this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you are loving it. So thanks. We have to do indirect promotion because it's taking a while to grow my channel, and I know it's okay, but like I love making videos, that's why I am here. So now what we have to do is, now all the things are done, right? What we have to do is we have to also prepare one icon, right? Like if the user has selected all icon, then but icon should show like zoom up and zoom down icon, right? So what we do is like this is like top left icon I'm giving. So what I will do is I will just click on the mark shelf and give it as a shape, and what I can do is I have to create one calculation to wire that parameter, and I can just give it as a zoom icon. And like if my zone parameter is not equal to null, all sorry I'm giving, so from the mark shelf, and the calculation that we have created, we have to just drag it into shape. And now like if it is true, like if the user is not selecting all, then it should be a plus icon, it should show if it is true. And if it is false, like if the, let me just show the parameter here. So if the user select all icon, the entire view, yeah, if it is selecting all, then it is plus icon. If it is selecting top left, then what we need to do is we need to provide the zoom out icon. Click on OK. Perfect. So now for all it is zoom icon, and for top left and top right all it is like minus icon, right? So now it's perfect. So now what we have to do is we have to duplicate this like to 4, because like we have to give zoom in zoom out icon for all the container, like, right? So what we can do is we can just duplicate it. So this like icon, the top, and this like bottom right, and it's like bottom right icon. Perfect. So now what we have to do is like in the icon, like it will, how it will like know like if it is top left or top right. So we have created one calculation, right, for all the string we have calculated, like which to show. So what we have to do is we have to just drag this top left to the top left icon. I know it seems like a lot to do, but if you are following me for the first time, just listen to me, and just after that try to practice this. Like it is very easy, just I am like doing a lot of step here. It can be done in a smaller step also, but I am doing in more steps, so it will be easy for you to follow along, and it will be easy for you to understand. So now for top right, just do the same thing, drag top right to detail, then bottom left to detail, and bottom right to detail. Perfect. So now our icons are placed, our sheets are already built up. So now we have to build a dashboard. So just go to dashboard and just give it to the range, and 1000 to 800 we are giving as if now, So now what I have to do is I have to just drag the vertical container first, and after that I will just drag two blanks up and down as a placeholder, and after that I will just drag two horizontal container. So this is the first horizontal container, and after that in the horizontal container I will just drag two blanks again. Select this full container. So just I'm giving some names so it will be easily identify. So what I can do is I can just rename this item, and this is, I can give the top container for my reference. And now what we have to do is this is top container, and I have to drag again one horizontal container down here. And what I will do is I will just do again two blanks, and what I can do is I can just give this name as bottom container. Perfect. And now what I can do is I can just remove this extra blank here. Okay, so this is my top container. Let me just go to layout. So you can see under my tiled vertical container, one is top container, one is bottom container. So I'll just select this vertical container and I will just give the distribute content evenly, so it will distribute my content evenly. Okay, perfect. So now what we can do is just follow me for the first part. So if you are following parallelly with me, so it will be easy for you. So on the top left, what I want to show is I want to show category wise emission, right? So what I have to do is I have to drag one vertical container here, and in that vertical container I will just drag this category emission. Perfect. And just remove this and just give it as a floating as if now. Remove this blank. Command Z. Don't remove this blank, it is a part of the container that we have created down. Just drag it to the top as if now. Okay, and now what we are going to do is we are going to use zoom in zoom out icon here. So for that what we have to do is we have to just type one horizontal container here, and then what we have to do is we can just drag the blank object inside it, and we can just drag the top left icon to the right hand side. It is not showing, so what we can do is we can just little bit increase the size so it will fit. Just drag it. Perfect. So now you can see, and we can right click and hide title. Perfect. So you can see as if now like it is showing zoom plus icon. So like if the user want to click on the zoom icon, so it will zoom into full screen. That we want to give the flexibility. So that would be doing in a bit. So now same thing we have to repeat for all the four container. So let me just do it fast for you. Then I can one frame and put like then horizontal and plan, and I can top right and just high and just kind of just like that is open effect. So now the one we can try to you and we should and horizontal and flank and select and escape what I could just get. And same thing for vertical and just like put it out. So then horizontal and just hang and spawn and hide. So now in order to wire this zone parameter we have to create one calculation, right, as I told you, like for wiring it up. So let us create that calculation. So we have to create four calculation. So one is first is like top left visibility. Okay, so that is like if the zone parameter, like if the user has selected the zone parameter as all, or if he has selected top left, sorry, then I want that container to show up. So this is top left visibility. The same thing we are going to do for all the four containers. So just edit it, and this is the top right. I know this feature is like advanced feature like that I'm covering here. So if you are just new to Tableau and you've just started learning Tableau, so this might seem a lot, but don't worry, like it is like simple basic logics that we are building up. So if you are doing it for the first time, you can just rewatch this video if you are not clear at the first go, but hopefully like you will be easy to grasp for all of you, I believe. want to do able to like what do more to make such now I'm lazy, so I'm doing all left right and last one time this is done. Yeah, I have written. Okay, perfect. So now same thing, what I will do is I will just select all the calculation and just will move it into folder. So because this is not a new thing, like we can just move it into folder, so that way it will be easy. Like you want to see like in this particular building of this dynamic zoom in, like what are the calculation that you have used, so you can just go to dynamic zone folder and you can see all the calculation. Otherwise you have to filter the icon and give the calculation, then you can see all the calculation, but it will be mixed up. So in order to like do a more systematic way, you can just create folders in Tableau. Okay, so now all the calculations are done. So now what you have to do is we have to just wire it up. So just select the container, and for this one, like I want, you can see now the control visibility, we are seeing the calculation, because for the dynamic zone visibility you have to have the calculation that is boolean, and in this we are comparing like if the user selected this and this, that's why it is showing up. So this is the top left, so just select top left container, then select the container, and this will be like our top right, then select this container, and this will be our bottom left, right, and the last container, this will be our bottom right. Perfect. So now let me just test it out. If I select top left, perfect, top right, perfect, bottom left, perfect, bottom right, perfect. So our calculations are working fine, right? So now what I can do is I can just select my main container first and just remove this distribute container evenly. So what it will do is if I select top left, it will show me in the whole space. So that's what our aim is. Perfect. So now this all the thing that we are doing through parameter, we have to do it through the icon. So for that we'll be using our parameter action in picture. So for doing so what we have to do is just click on dashboard, click on actions and add action. So this is the parameter, so we'll be creating parameter action. So update param values. So we have to create like 4 actions. So let me just show you. For the top left icon I will show you for all the things, but let me just show you first for top left icon. So just select the top left icon. So if the user select this top left icon, right, so then I want to trigger my zone parameter calculation, and that is triggered by top left static field that we have calculated, and we want to set the values to all. Once like the selection is clear, then I want to show the all visualization, so I'm just writing all here. Click on OK, and let's just create all the parameter. So update top right, select all, select the top right icon, zone parameter, top right, and after clearing the collection I want to see the all. So all just let me remove this zone parameter from the picture, and just let me add one title before testing it out, and just rename this as Apple emission analysis, and just give it as a Tableau semibold, or I can give anything like just Helvetica and give it as a bold. Click on apply and just increase the number to 26 so that it is a title, and zoom in. So now if I click on this zoom in icon, so if I click on this, so you can see my category wise emission we can see in picture. If I want to minimize, I can do so. So how cool is that, right? So this is our main dashboard. I know this is not looking cool as of now because like we have not done the formatting, so that you can do, that is not that much of an effort, like that is much of an effort, but now you know the good way to like zoom in and zoom out in Tableau, right? This is the new feature that Tableau has announced recently. So if I want to suppose like these are the 4 visualization, if I want to scroll like how the product wise carbon footprint is going on, so instead of seeing a smaller picture, I can just click on the zoom plus icon. It will show me the whole picture. I can see easily now the numbers are more visible, right? And zoom in, zoom out, So that's how cool Tableau is and this new feature is. So I hope you learned something from this video, and if so, do subscribe to my channel and also give it a thumbs up if you love enjoying this trick. I also want you to share my videos with others if possible, like so that they will know, like you can go to Aditya or like Professor Analytics and you can learn something from Tableau. So it was nice seeing you as always. So see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.